and down. Here's good luck to friends, out of his defense. 22 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly. With relentless signalizing, with a move of left. Here's good luck to friends, out of his defense. Pour the pirates there, fill the pirate glass, and to make us all a merry let the pirate of the past.
Yes, perfect one today, you rank as a full-blown member of our band.
My friends, I thank you all from my heart for your kindly wishes. Would that I could repay them as they deserve.
What do you mean?
Well, today I am out of my indentions, and today I leave you forever.
What? This is quite unaccountable. What keen a hand at scuttling into yonder or cutting out a white star never shipped a hand spider?
Yes, I have done my best for you. And why? Because it was my duty under my indentions. And I am the slave of duty.
Poor lad!
As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band, though it was through an error.
What?
So no matter, the mistake was ours.
Yes,
not yours.
yes.
But I was in honor bound by it.
An error? What error?
I may not tell you. It would reflect badly upon my well-known rule.
Nay, dear master, my mind has been long gnawed by the hankering truth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd apprentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and find this promising boy apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hardy lad, though surely not a high lad. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than to make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid, on breakers always steering, and I did not catch a word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions which within my brain did gyrate. I took and found this promising boy apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake it was to make and do him to a mother. I found him to a pirate, you instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I had the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call her. So I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And this is how you find me now, a member of your Charlotte, which you wouldn't have found had he been found apprentice to a pilot. A pilot, I'm sorry, a pilot.
Rise. I have long since pardoned you.
Those two words were so much alike.
They were. And they still are, though the years have rolled over their heads. But the sadness of my obligation ceases.
What?
Oh, individually, I love you all with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation.
Good God!
Oh, pity me, my beloved friends. Such is my sense of duty that, once out of my indentions, I shall feel bound to devote myself heart and soul to your extermination.
Oh, Frederick, my boy, my boy! your duty to destroy us, and we cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
Besides, we can offer you but a little temptation to remain here with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. Sure, I don't know why, but we don't.
Alas, I know why. But I mustn't tell you, it wouldn't be right.
Why not? For the time, the time, my sexton, the time. The time is 2022, September, May, June. Yes, the pocket watch. Yeah. Right, yes, 11:30. And you're one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True, and until then you're bound to protect our interests.
Well then, it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that, well, you're too tender-hearted. For instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourself, but when you attack a stronger party, you invariably get thrashed.
Yes, there is some truth in that.
Then again, you make a point of never molesting an orphan.
But of course, we are all orphans. We know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans. So we had to let them go. But one would think that Great Britain's entire mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums, which we know is not the case.
But hang it all, you won't have us absolutely merciless.
That's my problem. Until 12 I would. After 12 I wouldn't. Was ever a man placed in so delicate a situation?
And your Root, your very own Root, whom you love so well, and who has won a middle-aged way to your boyish heart, what is to become of her?
He will take you with him.
Yes.
Well, I feel some difficulty about you, Ruth. It is true I admire you very much, but well, I have been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old. Yours is the only woman's face I've seen of it. I think it is a sweet face.
It is, oh it is.
Well, I'd say I think it is. That is my impression. As I've never had the opportunity of comparing you with other women, it's just possible I may be mistaken.
Yeah, that's true.
How terrible it would be if I were to marry this innocent woman, only to find that she is on the whole plain.
Plain? Oh, no, not our Ruthie. She's well plain. She's, well, Ruth. Well, yes, she's very well.
Yes, no little remains of a fine woman about Ruth.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Well, in that case, in justice to her and in consideration to you, I will leave her behind.
No, Frederick, this cannot be. You see, we are rough men. We lead a rough life. But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love.
Rough love!
Yes, as I was saying, there is not one here who would rob thee of this inestimable treasure that all the world holds dear.
Not one!
Oh, there wasn't. Yes, keep thy love, Frederick, keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
I know, yes. Anyway, it's the top of the tide, and this must be on. Farewell, Frederick. Oh, you. Oh, yes, when our process of extermination begins, perhaps our deaths can be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
No! By the love I have for you, I swear it. Would that you could render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick, it cannot be. You see, I do not think much of our profession, but when contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king! Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly that play a sanctimonious part, pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. but I'll be true to the song I sing and live and die a pirate king. For I am the pirate king. Sing! And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am the pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Of the pirate king. Okay, let's go, Sammy. Let's go. When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. Think a few more ships, it's true that a well-bred Morland ought to know. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through. Lord Odiak, then ere I do, for I am the pirate king. It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am the pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am the pirate king. Next time, boys.
Well, Ruth, I must be circumspect, dear. You see, a lad of 21 usually looks for a wife of 17.
A wife of six. You'll find me a wife of 1,000.
No, But I shall find you a wife of 47. Well, that is quite old enough. Ruth, tell me candidly and without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
I will answer you truthfully, master. I have a slight cold, but other than that, I'm quite well.
Oh, well, I am sorry for your cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Compared with other women, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
No, but lately?
No, years and years ago.
Well, then what do you think of yourself?
I think I'm a fine woman.
And that is your candid opinion.
I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Thank you. I believe you, for I do not think that you have practiced on my own experience. No, I wish to do the right thing, and if you truly are a fine woman, then your age shall be no obstacle to our union. Surely I hear voices. Who has ventured to approach our woman in incessant play? Could it be customs officers? No, it does not sound like customs.
Confusion! The voices of young girls! If he should see them, I should be lost.
By all that's marvelous!
Lost.
A bevy of beautiful maidens!
Lost.
How lovely!
Lost.
How so buzzingly lovely is the plainest of them! And Ruth! Ruth told me she was beautiful! Oh, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
And now I see your plain at all.
I'm sure I'm not a jumbo.
Upon my innocence,
I'm not the one to blossom.
your face is like your hair is gray.
Not you really got so.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me. Hear me ere you go.
Faithless woman,
Master, master,
faithless woman,
master, master.
faithless woman, to deceive me, I trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me. Hear me ere you
Trusted so.
My love, without reflecting, oh, do not be rejecting. Take a maiden tender, her affection raw and green, at very highest rating. Oh, do not be rejecting. For
47 years.
47 years.
Faithless woman, to deceive me, I trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me. Hear me
Trusted so. What shall I do? Before these beautiful maidens, I must not show myself in this alarming costume. No, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulets and mountains, passing where left him ever so far behind.
Oh, do not worry. Remember, the Pare is not as young as we are, and we came over a rather difficult country.
But how thoroughly delightful it is to be so entirely alone! Why, in all probability, we could be the first human beings to ever set foot on such an enchanted spot.
Chink! Yes, but except the mermaids. This is the very place for mermaids, who are only human beings down to the waist, and who can't be so strictly to set foot anywhere. Tails they may, but feet they cannot. But what should we do until the powerless servants arrive at the mansion? Well, the sea is as smooth as glass. Why don't we take off our shoes, stockings, and pants?
Stop, ladies, pray. I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, so speak?
I am a pirate.
A pirate!
Oh, ladies, do not shun me. For this evening I renounce my vile profession. And to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I saw at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty. How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty.
Oh, is there not one maiden breast which does not feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly all matrimonial ambition to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position, from his position, to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position. Is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever-winning man's affection? If such a one to such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I'll love you. However plain you'll be, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I'll love you. I'll love you. I'll love
No, no, not one.
Not one.
No, no.
Yes, one. Tis me. Oh. Oh, wandering one, though you have surely strayed, take heart, embrace, your steps retrace. Oh, wandering one. Oh, wandering one, if such for love as mine can help you find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine. Take heart, no danger now. Take any heart, take now. Take heart, the days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Take heart, no danger now. Take any heart, take now. Take heart, the days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Try not to break it if such for love as mine can help you find true peace of mind, why take it, it's What want we to do? Gentle sisters say, propriety we know, says we ought to stay. While sympathy explains, free them from your tether, play at other games, and leave them here together. Her case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise our hearts and thoughts of love.
Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather.
Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. Now beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it may majestic. Tomorrow it may pour again.
Did ever a maiden wake from her dreams, the homely duty, to find the world turned upside down in the face of such exceeding beauty? Did ever a maiden fall asleep in the throes of such sadness, only to dream of such exceeding gladness?
I would bring you such gladness. Deliver a pirate dream dream of guilty secrets that, upon waking, were there, in front of his eyes, filled with peace and virtue. I wonder if ever a pirate forsook his hideous life in order to marry a lady of position.
Did ever a maiden?
Did ever a pirate?
Did ever a maiden?
Did ever a pirate?
Did ever a pirate?
Did ever a maiden? Stay, we must not lose our senses. Men who stick at no offences will anon be here. Piracy, their dreadful trade is. Pray you get your hands, young ladies, while the coast is clear.
No, we must not lose our senses. If we seek at no offences, we should not be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Nice companions for young ladies. Let us discuss.
The first rate of her duty to get married within beauty, and daughters that the listed of a family from Weston-super-Mare to quickly be pacified. Those girly matches qualified by a corrupted pity who is so wicked but city.
You miss our opportunity of escaping with impunity. So that you not the listing of our maiden domesticity should quickly be pacified. Conjugate match and modified by a doctor of divinity who is working in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity who is working in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity.
Ho, monsters! Ere your pirate caravans proceed against our wills to wed us all, just bear in mind that we are wards in chancery, and father is a major general.
We'd better pause, or danger may befall. Their father is a major general.
Yes, yes, he is a major general.
Yes, yes, I am a major general. I am the very model of a modern general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the facts historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with maths and mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news, with many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculus. In short, in maths, vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general. I know Arithmetic, history, King Arthur's answer paradox. I answer hard acrostics, I have a pretty taste for paradox. I quoted elegiacs or the crimes of Heliogabalus. In conics, I perform peculiarities parabolous. I can tell an and Raphael's from Jared Aristophanes. I know the croaking chorus from the frogs of Aristophanes. Then I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for, and whistle all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Whistle all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Whistle all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Whistle all the airs from that infernal nonsense pinafore. Then I can write a washing bill in Babylonic uniform and tell you every detail of Coreticus' his uniform. In short, in maths, vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern major general. In fact, when I know what is meant by mammal unraveling, when I can tell inside your mouth a rifle from a javelin, when such affairs are sorties and surprises I'm a wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, and when I know what progress has been made in modern gallery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I have a smattering of elemental strategy, you'll see Say a better Major General has never sat a G.
Say a better Major General has never sat a G. Say a better Major General has never sat a G. Say a better Major General has never sat a G.
For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventurous, has only been brought down to the beginning of the century. In short, in matters of vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern Major General.
Short in matters of vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern Major General.
Myself. Perhaps somebody would be so kind as to tell me what on earth is going on. Permit me, I'll explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughter. Come to that? That is me, oh, didn't mean no. Wait a minute. It's a very picturesque uniform, if I may say, but I'm not familiar with it. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah, anything else?
Well, actually,
How do you not leave them? They are pirates. Famous pirates of Penzance.
The Pirates of Penzance? Why, I've often heard of them.
All except this gentleman. He was a pirate once, but he's on his indenture today, and means to lead a blameless life evermore.
I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
Well, we object to Major Generals as fathers-in-law. But we wait that point. We do not press it, we look over it.
An idea. Tell me, do you mean to say that you intend to rob me of these, the sole remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the rest of my life unprotected, unfriended, and alone?
Yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Oh, we go again. Yes, often.
Yes, I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
I say often.
Yes, I know. I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say often.
Yes, no, hang on a minute. No, you see, I'm asking you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? And you're merely replying with the word orphan, as far as I can tell. You're merely repeating what I've said to prove to me that you've understood.
I did not repeat the word often.
I beg your pardon, yes, you did.
I only repeated it once.
Well, yes, but you repeated it nonetheless. No, wait a minute. Yes, no, it's all right. I think I can see.
Yes, right.
I can see where we're going wrong here. Yes, it is confusing. I'll give you that. Yes. When you say orphan,
yes,
do you mean a person what has lost his parents?
Yes.
Or orphan, as in frequent?
Oh, yes. No, that was my fault. I orphan frequently.
Yes, so you said orphan frequent.
No, I said orphan only once.
Well, that's enough, isn't it? You said orphan frequently, only once.
Kill him!
And dismal fate, forego your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
How sad an orphan boy.
Children whom you see are all that I can call my own. Take them away from me and I will be indeed alone. If pity you can feel, leave me my sole remaining joy. See, at your feet they kneel, your hearts you cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of a lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the billowy waters if I hadn't in elegant diction indulged in an innocent fiction which is not in the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
he's telling a terrible story. He's a blind by a death that is glory. There's one in the floor where they stop and the level of these waters. It's easy and elegant fiction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes to the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It's easy and elegant fiction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes to the same category as telling a regular story.
Although a dark career sometimes involves the crimes of stealing, we sometimes feel that we're not altogether void of feeling. What a relief. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it. Protect you, and honorary members of our band, we do elect you.
Oh, happy day with joyous evening, with a way of marry. Oh, happy day with joyous evening, with a way of marry.
Before us wishes and sisters all will rise with you. Before us wishes and sisters all will rise with you. Oh, Master, hear one word I do implore you. Remember Ruth, your Ruth who kneels before you.
Yes, yes, remember Ruth, who kneels before you. Away you did deceive me.
Away you did deceive him.
Oh, do not leave me.
Oh, do not leave her.
Away you did grieve me.
Away you did grieve him.
I wish you'd leave me.
We wish you leave him. Praise of the magnanimity we display with lace and dignity. Never was such opportunity to get married with impunity. We gave up the felicity of the mounted domesticity by a doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity.
And you give up the felicity of the mounted domesticity. And you give up the felicity of the mounted domesticity.
By a doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity.
night in this draughty old room?
Why do I sit here? To escape the pirate's clutches, I described myself as an orphan, and heaven help me, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to beg their forgiveness for having brought dishonor upon the family escutcheon.
Oh, but you forget, sir, that you only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel, there are ancestors. You cannot deny that. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are. And I shudder to think that I, their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought dishonor upon what I am sure was an unstained escutcheon.
Be comforted, sir. Had you not acted as you did, but these reckless men would assuredly have called the nearest clergyman and married your large families upon the spot.
Well, thank you, Frederick, for your proffered solace, but it is unavailing. Such is the anguish and remorse I feel by the abominable falsehood by which I deceived these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all, did I not fear the consequences would be most disastrous to myself. Tell me, what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11, and by 12 I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges, by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear lady, you will be mine.
Yes, none of that, thank you so much. Now, are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my order.
Then, Frederick, let your escort lion-hearted be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Slap our chests and sing tarantara. Rented with the muse tarantara, tarantara, tarantara. There is nothing brings it down like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Shall live in swords
and village, at which a sense of duty stern dictation. I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
Who calls?
commander.
And I, your little Ruth.
Oh, mad intruders, how dare ye face me? Know ye not, oh rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you. Yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment, and so I will be merciful. Stay on.
When you have left our pirate fort, we tried to raise our spirits right according to
Our customs old with whims and rules quaint. What fall in vain that whips we heard? We lay ourselves upon the rocks until to somebody a constantly paradox.
a paradox, a most ingenious paradox, with printing riddles, paradox, with 90 minutes paradox.
A paradox, a paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox.
For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I have no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that, although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you will easily discover that, although you've lived 21 years, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
See, yes, yes, with yours my fingers. How great the ways of paradox, at common sense he gaily mocks. Though in the usual way is 21 I've been alive, yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5. A paradox, a paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This is most curious and most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. And no one would think it to look at me.
I'll be bound and be spared as you would have never forgiven yourself if you killed 2 of your comrades.
Oh, my comrades.
Yes, Frederick, I don't believe you understand the delicacy of your position. You see, you are apprenticed to us.
Until my 21st year.
Oh, no. Until your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you're only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say that you're going to hold me to that?
Oh, no. We merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
No, don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We merely point out your sense of duty.
Your duty?
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty, and my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous corner. I shudder at the thought that I was ever mixed up with it. But duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken, Frederick. Now come! You're one of us once more!
Lead on. I follow. Oh, Worle!
What's the matter?
Oh, what I to tell you?
What?
No, I mustn't. No, and yet as one of your bands.
Speak out, Frederick! I charge you by the sense of conscience to which we have never yet appealed in vain!
Well, General Stanley.
Yes.
The father of my maid.
Yes, yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did! Yes.
Well, it breaks my heart to have to betray the honored father of the girl I adore, but it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that General Stanley is no orphan. What? And more than that, he never was one.
Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice on our credulous simplicity? Our attack shall be swift and terrible. We will attack the modern castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word, he is doomed!
Away, away, my heart's on fire. I love this place, the tempting to remain. This very night, my vengeance style shall plant itself before away, away.
Away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire. It strikes me to the core, away, away.
When wolves are found, we practice on our right. Then vengeance now the pirates all decide. On nature's start, he softened with his lies. And in return, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, or early tomorrow.
His girls likewise.
They will utter in sorrow.
No one so smart.
In the nature they cherish.
And all who plot
To our future shall perish.
Tonight he dies, and early tomorrow. His girls likewise will utter in sorrow. No one so smart in the nature they cherish. And all who plot to our future shall perish. Away, away, away.
tonight the traitor dies.
Away, away, tonight, tonight, tonight. The traitor dies tonight. What? My Frederick in tears? It cannot be my brave hero quells the cunning conflict.
No, Mabel, no. But I have just been informed of a terrible circumstance. Mabel, my dearly loved one. You see, I bound myself to the Pirate King until my 21st birthday.
But you are 20.
No, apparently I am not. You see, I was born in a leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me for a very long time.
What? This is a catastrophe. What shall you do?
I must return to my comrades and fulfill my duty. So, Mabel, farewell.
No! Stay, Frederick, stay. They have no legal claim. The shadow of a shame will fall upon my name. Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay, tonight I leave these walls. The thought my soul wounds, but when reach my 21st birthday, I will come back and claim you as my own. I swear it.
It seems such a very long time to wait.
Maybe. But until then, swear that you'll be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it.
Oh, must I leave you here to dream the night away? No happiness can last, for we must say goodbye. The sun, the stars and moon have faded once again, and now can only say he loved you but is gone. Fa la la la, fa la la. He loved you, but is gone.
Fa la la la
Well, that's a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter. We should not so lead you, for he has returned once more to his pirate band.
He has acted shamefully.
You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He's acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty endeared him to me tenfold. And if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, then it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty, I will go and do mine. Go ye, do yours.
Yeah, right. And that would be us then? Yeah. We'll go to our slaughter.
We'll be right behind you.
This is perplexing.
We don't understand.
Still, as he's actuated by a sense of duty,
Well, that makes a difference, of course, but at the same time, we repeat,
We don't understand.
no matter, our course is clear. We must capture those pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all. Still, we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
Oh well, it's too late now.
It is.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment is just the same as any honest man. His feelings we with difficulty smother when constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot, it's not a happy one. Constabulary duties to be done, to be done. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, loves to hear the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot, it's not a happy one.
surprising burglar's not a burglar. When the cutthroat's occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and loves to hear the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot, it's not a happy. Stabulary duties to be done, is not a happy one. Hush, hush, I hear them on the manor poaching. With stealthy strength the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming to play, don't know the story. General Stanley's story. Seek a penalty, for the General Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty, they seek a penalty. We seek a penalty for the General Stanley story. They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
With cat-like tread, upon our prey we steal. Silence dread, our cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's foot forward, it is the word. So stealthily the pirate moves, while all the households have his news. Come, friends, who plough us, choose the navigation, take another station. Let's ferry pirates, the little burglar. Come, friends, who plough us, choose the navigation, take another station. Let's ferry pirates, the little burglar. Here's your crowbar and your sentiment, your life preserved. You may want to hit. Your silence matters, your dark lantern sees. Take your file and your skeletonic keys. Silence breath, silence breath. Cat-like tread, upon a prey we steal. Silence spread, our cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. Flies foot forward, it is in the air. Come, friends, who plough us,
tongues so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented by the anguished dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience ache no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise. No, all is still in Dale on Hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze.
Now what is it? And what is that? And why is Father leaving it? And such a tribe of night is this so very incomplete. His father who has no resentment, the conical of men, is to carry out the rules to go to bed at night. No street carrots can it be that goes in God of promise. And such a tribe of night is this so very incompletely dressed. So very incompletely dressed. And such a time of
Take him over there! Bring him down! You
Frederick here, oh joy, oh rapture, summon your men and effect their capture.
I would if I could, but I am not.
We faced our seats, you played upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, that flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolution manly, for death prepare, one happy General Stanley.
Is he to die unshriven, unannealed?
Oh, spare him!
Will not cause his weapon wield?
Oh, spare him!
Yes, yes, we are here, though hitherto concealed. So to constabulary pirates yield. advantage will not be long-lived.
Don't say you're orphans, because we know that game.
Upon your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield.
Come on, sonny boy.
We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name.
You do.
We do. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name.
We yield at once with humble mien, because with all our faults we love our queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our queen.
Away with them and take them to the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are the members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishmen unmoved this statement hears. For with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth shall have its fling. Resume your ranks, perhaps you could be bankers, and take my daughters, you marauding band of pirates.
One drink one, though you have surely strayed. Take our
of a bandit girl existing. Quickly made us on fire. Could we not unify our natural divinity? You got to in this vicinity.
When it is a glorious thing.